Hello and welcome to my channel Crying Fly. My name is Steve and today I will show how we can install some Flatpak apps on our system. For this example I use openSUSE Leap 15.3, the beta version. Okay, I have installed this system with the XFCE-Desktop-Enviroment and yes. So we change to my desktop and then we can start. So here we are on my desktop on openSUSE Leap 15.3, the beta version here, with the XFCE desktop environment. So I close this here and now I opening the web browser. And we must search for Flathub. Yes, of course. Here we are. So, this is the internet site for the Flatpak apps. Here we can search for the apps what we can install on our system when we use a Flatpak. And yes, here we can browse the apps. On the left side we have some categories here, audio and video, education, games, graphics and photography, science, yes. And when we click maybe here on audio and video, then we can see here a lot of programs what we can install as a Flatpak app. Okay, and when we click maybe here on Audacity, then we can see here we have here an install button, or when we scroll down, then we have here some informations about this one. Here we can see the last updated version. And yes, and here we can see the command line instructions when we install this with the terminal. And yes, so I go back and on quick setup. Here we can select our distro, and here is it, openSUSE, and this is the openSUSE quick setup. Yes, so we have two options what we can do it now, or no, three options. We can use this one to install this with the terminal, but it's important that you don't use this one here, sudo. It's better when you make this one here, come on, su, then your password here, and then copy this command into the terminal. Okay, so then we have the second option. We can go to this site here, openSUSE software.openSUSE.org, and here we have also an option to install the Flatpak with an one-clicker installer. Here we can see it now. And when I go, yes, better version, okay, next. Come on. It doesn't work. Ah, yes, okay, yeah. It's a better version, yeah. Okay, then we have only two options now. And the other option is when you're opening the YAS tool. Go to the software management. And search here for Flatpak. Then we can see it now that we have here the page for Flatpak. When we select this, then we can install it, and yes. I think this option is better as like the terminal option here. Yes, I use for this one the YAS tool. It's better for me. But when we install later the Flatpak-Apps, then I use the terminal. Okay, so now we install the Flatpak. I click on accept. Continue. Okay. And when we are finished with this one here, yeah, okay, it's finished. Finish. Then we must add the Flatpak repository. Okay, this step we can also make after the restart. And yes, so I make here a little cut because I must make here a restart, and after this one we add the Flathub repository to our system, and I show you two another ways where we can install the Flatpak-Apps on our system. Okay, so I make here. So now we have restarted the system, and the next one is we opening the web browser again. And now we must add the Flathub repository to our system. So, but yes, we can yes, we can copy this one into our terminal, but when I make this one here and we install later here some apps, then can all users on this system use this Flatpak-Apps. Okay. But when you don't will this, then we have another option. Then we can add here an option to this command here, --user. And this option, with this option we can install all Flatpak apps only for this user here. And other users on this system can't use these Flatpak apps what we install with this command here. Okay, but with this command here now we only add the Flathub repositories for this user here. Okay, when we install the Flatpak apps for this user here, maybe I go to Flatpak, browse apps, maybe graphics photography, and go down to Inkscape. And here we can see this command for the installation. And now we have also these two options. We can copy this command and install this app for all users when you have add this command without this option. Okay, and when you will install this app here, this app here, Inkscape, for only one user, then we must add the option -- user to this command here. Okay, so I show you that later. And yes, so I add this without Flatpak remote add. Okay, here now we can see the password for root, because we install because we add this repository to the system for all users. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So Flatpak, no, Flatpak -- help, and here we have some options what we can make with Flatpak. Okay, can here print the version maybe, and so on. So what I search for, where is it here? Remotes, remote add, remote modify, remote delete, and I will list the remotes. Okay, Flatpak remotes, and now we can see here we have add with this command here. We have add the Flathub repository to our system. Here can we see it, remote add, and this option checks if this repository exists on our system. If not, then add this command, this Flathub repository, to our system. Okay, so we go back, and now I will add this Flatpak repository to only for one user, maybe for my user here, Steve. Then I add here the option -- user, enter. So we don't need a password, because this Flatpak repositories only for this user here, also for Steve. And when we check this again, Flatpak remotes, then we see now two options here. Flathub for system and Flathub for user, only for the user Steve. Okay? And all Flatpak apps what we installed in this one here, so can all users on this system use these Flatpaks. Okay? So, and when we install in this one our Flatpak apps, then can only the user Steve use this apps. Okay. So now we install an app. Back, browse apps, graphics and photography, Inkscape. So and now we copy this. And I make here the option -user. So but before we go to our home folder, show hidden files, and local maybe. Yes, here we can see it. The Flatpak folder, the rainbow, and yes, so and now when I run this command, I install Inkscape into my home folder, not in the root folder. Okay, so I make this, yes. Now we can see here what needs this program here to running on our system. Okay, yes. We can see here the GNOME platform, the free desktop platform, the codecs, and yes, and here the version, and here's the remote, and here we can see the privileges and another options. Here. The Inkscape's permissions. Okay. So come on. And yes, we can go back to the home folder. Share, Flatpak, runtime, and here we can see it, that the installation add here some folders. Come on. And here we can see it now in Inkscape. And the installation is complete. So, And here's our app, Inkscape. And now we can go to the menu here, the start menu, go to the category graphics, and you can start Inkscape now. Here is it. And so we have installed the Flatpak-App to our system only for this user Steve. Okay. So here's the version 1.0.2. Okay. And it works perfectly here on openSUSE Leap 15.3. And so we have an option to work with the system. Yes, so I close this. So then we can Flatpak -help, and I will show you the list of the installed programs. Where is it? Ah, here is it. Remote info. Okay, Flatpak. Okay, what remote -info. Ah, yes, okay. Remotes. System. Flatpak list --app --user. And now we can see here the installed version of this Flatpak-App. Okay. And another option to install this, where when we install this with, when we add, no, here is it, when we install this without this option --user. So now we have here two options in the future where we can select where we install the Flatpak-App, and number one for all users, number two only for this user here. So I select number one. Yes. And yes, now you can see here also. Yes, but when the first point here is finished with downloading, then we must input our root password of the system. Here, can you see it now? And so we have installed the Flatpak-App Inkscape for this user here, for the user Steve, and we have installed this program for all users. So for this example it's yes, I think it's not so good, but when you maybe install another versions of Inkscape for you user, maybe, so maybe the one version, maybe the stable version of Inkscape is installed for all users, and the development version of Inkscape is only installed for this user here, Steve. And so I think it's really cool. And so you have two options what you can select, for all users or only for one user. So you can go to the Start menu, Graphics, and yes, we see here now only one, but when we go to the root file system, wall, lib, Flatpak-App, and here is it. And this is for all users. So we have this program for all users, and here in the home folder for only this user here, and the local share Flatpak-App here. And here we can see now we have here installed Inkscape in the system for all users and for only this user here. So that was for today, and when you liked my video, then it's good when you give me a thumb up please, and don't forget to subscribe my channel Crying Fly. And when you have subscribed my channel, then it's good when you click on the little bell here so you don't miss any news in the future. Okay, goodbye.